Okay, in this exercise, this is word problem 8-23. And it's an importer who wants to price some Peruvian opals. He's paid $150 for the batch and wants a 75% markup. You are requested to price these opals based on cost and then on sales price. Now, I'm going to encourage the use of what I would call a table tool. So we know that sales price less cost equals markup. Okay. Now, based on the information that we have, I'm going to do a little table here. And since we're going to first do it on cost, then we know that the cost is 100%. That's a given. We also know the cost, $150. We know that to get to 100%, we would simply take 150 and divide that by 150. That's just the cost divided by the cost equals the base of 100%. So what we're after is the sales price. So I'm going to put an X right there. Now that X is going to translate on over this little barrier here, and we're going to get X divided by 150 is then going to equal some percentage. Well, how do we know what percentage? Well, we've established, and this is the other given, that the markup is going to be 75%. That means that our sales price is 175% of our cost. Now it becomes a math formula. Do you see it? X divided by 150 equals 1.75 or 175%. Now solving for the unknown, we take the X to get it alone on one side of the equation. We take the 150 and bring it up to the 175 and multiply it. Basically what we're doing in a math problem is multiplying both sides by 150, which zeroes out this 150 and then gives us the answer for X. And so 1.75 times 150 equals 262 equals $262.50. So our selling price is going to be $262.50. And what we're going to do over here is we're just going to test this. That would be the answer, of course. So our selling price is $262.50 less our cost of $150 gives us our markup of $112.50. Now, how do we test this? Well, we know that $112.50 divided by 150 needs to be 75%. So we take $112.50 and divide that by 150, and that is equal to 75%. And that's how we double check that. Now let's take the same process now, except this time we're going to do it on the sales price. So again, our sales price is unknown, our cost is $150, and our markup we don't know. So let's build our table. We know that sales price is now our base, so that's 100%. We know our markup is 75%, and so we know our cost is 25%. Now in this problem, it looks like we don't have enough information, but we filled out this table over here, the percentage table, rather quickly. So what do we have? Well, we know that we don't have any information about the sales price because that's what we're trying to solve for, but we know that this 150 divided by X, which will normally be the sales price, right? 150 divided by the sales price, because that's what we want to solve for, is equal to 25%. So now we take and make this math problem. It's 150 divided by X equals 0.25. Now, in a math problem like this, you have to take the X and multiply it by the 150 and by the 0.25. So what you end up with is 150 equals 0.25x. So 25% of our sales. So to get the x on one side of the equation by itself, we take the x, we take the 0.25 and divide the 150. 0.25. So x equals 150 divided by 0.25. 150 divided by 0.25. Our sales price, X, equals 600. Okay, so let's double check that. Sales price, 600. Cost, 150. Markup then is 450. So what is 450 of 600? Because remember, this time we're doing it based on sales price. So 450 divided by 600 equals 75%. Works every time.